Good morning. Good morning, family. Good morning. I think it's written somewhere in the Bible how in whatever condition one finds themselves in, they need to find some type of contentment in that. Now, me and baby, of course, I've told this story a gazillion times, but here you'll get a brief, just a briefing on it right now. So, of course, you all know me and baby still fighting up against a domestic terrorist organization. Our cosmetology, our employer is Regis Salons. We received our education in cosmetology from Empire Education Group. At the time when we enrolled, these people were tethered together. Matter of fact, Regis owned 55% of Empire Education Group. Well, these people they get a call from the district attorney office of Amy Wyrick. Prior to Amy Wyrick, there was Bill Gibbons' district attorney office with Judge Chris Craft really maintaining all control of the lawyers on both sides of the aisle from his board of professional responsibility position. So as I've been trying to tell this horrific story of a special aggravated identity theft, a special aggravated cyber gang stalking, of course, Ms. Wyrick has been seeking to suppress that. We've endured attempted murders. We've endured kidnappings, false imprisonments, theft of all our unemployment insurance, theft of our identities, our lives. So another night on the hard ground outside, exposed to the elements. But we're not crying about that. I want to do a quick video. In spite of the all-out assault on our lives, we're still somewhat bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We're optimistic that all this is going to blow over here any day now. We noticed that the stalking have ramped up. They're using a lot of Negroes. And of course, a lot of people are coming out of Mississippi, Texas, and Arkansas. I'm thinking they had to flee.
All over.
I'm thinking these people had to flee because for the most part, these people have been us, and we've been like we somewhere jet setting, if you will, and we've been Papa since November, really since prior to that myself, but they gang stalked us from 901 North Royal Street in Jackson, Tennessee, November of 2008. December 2008, we've been homeless ever since, and Miss Wyrick and her people have gone out their way to maintain our identities. They have people, we go in the bathroom, they follow us in the bathroom with the cell phones. They have the people in the stores, the Indians in the stores now, all of a sudden they show up with the white earpieces. I'm believing Miss Wyrick is able to compromise these little cash app cards that we got, phones we got and all that, using higher technology, of course, than I have. So last night, me and baby, we were kind of hungry when we got out of from downtown area, which is a dangerous area. We don't like to be down there. We're hoping this thing is coming to a close. So it could have been a whole team of them, but I know I saw one National Guard in an eatery out by us. So I was gonna try another eatery because I haven't given up on the good that the world has. A lot of people are just, what you would call pessimists, and that's a small, light word for what I'm trying to describe this morning, but I'm a little tongue-tied. Drinking this coffee. At any rate, the National Guard, once I told him what we were dealing with, and I told him exactly who we were with Brian J. and Denise Robinson Charles. Especially aggravated identity theft, cyber gang stalking victims of the ex-Shelby County District Attorney Amy Wyrick in conjunction with now Judge Chris Craft. Well, not now, prior to that. I noticed all the paperwork had to go through Chris Craft. When Judge Scahan forced me to take the three-year probation sentence, I told her when I first entered the court after the kidnapping July 2011 out of San Diego, California, I told her this was fraud. So the final day prior to Judge Chris Craft coming up with an indefinite imprisonment for me, that my jacket was in Chris Craft court for some reason. Well, Chris Craft was the master fraudster. He had been in there all those years. In the past, all he had to do was contact his other lawyer guys higher up in the system, and they were destroying people of color's life wholesale. I mean, they still getting them out the back of the penitentiary. So Mr. Monroe's doing a stand-up job. And I must commend him. A lot of times he don't get the credit he deserves. when the people in the and I'm gonna close after I share this. I don't remember, I wasn't born, but in my studies I saw where when the people of color fled north, and the Europeans from up north was those few that came to help them here in the South, they would call them nigger lovers and different other things. Now, of course, they have other words they've lightened it with. But Mr. Monroe is just a man of justice. And unfortunately, our city, Memphis, Tennessee, we hadn't been operating in any justice here prior to Mr. Monroe for at least half a decade. Or at least half a century. Or 3/4 of a century. I mean, treachery has dominated this region where a Negro better not raise his head up raising these issues I've been raising, or they would have knocked it off. And they've tried several times to knock my head off. But I still got my head on me. So I know it's by the grace of God, and it's not by Amy Wyrick's choice. So I know Amy Wyrick ain't running nothing this morning. None of her people who she thought was. Just because they got a lot of debt notes in the bank, that don't mean nothing. You heard what I said, then I said debt notes. So I'm gonna get out of here. I can ramble on. I was elated just to be up, clothed in my right mind. God carried us another night laying on the hard ground. The National Guard, I did. I thought I did. But at any rate, the National Guard, they purchased us a nice meal on last night. And we sat there and we ate the meal and kind of charged the phone a little so we can get up and have a decent day today. Of course, I do the videos to positively identify myself, and I do the videos, of course, to tell the world about this horrific story that continues on down south here. Mm-hmm. Before I got up this morning, I noticed that all the people that we've lost, Tyree Nichols, George Floyd, Sandra Bland, all these people, right? I wonder if these people did what I'm doing now, would they still be here? We hear that George Floyd passed a $20 fake bill and he lost his life. Well, I've been talking about how me and my wife are licensed cosmetologists, master barbers. I'm a master barber and I'm a master mason as well. But yet we remain penniless, homeless, and in need of immediate assistance in regards to the taking down of this domestic terrorist organization that has targeted our lives. So we pray and we anticipate freedom any day now, but we're not free this morning. So again, the cash app is the same, $, capital B, lowercase RIEN, capital C, lowercase HARLES, 6869. Miss Wyrick may have found a way to compromise my cash app card. I noticed again, I went into Kroger over there in Midtown on yesterday, and I was trying to take $10 off my card. So I noticed that the manager there, a tall black guy, he came up right to the cash register where I was with them same iPhones that Miss Wyrick have, and all of a sudden now my cash app pin is invalid. So once prior to us leaving Jonesboro, we was in a grocery store similar to just yesterday, and all the computers were shut down. Miss Wyrick was trying to access and create a black card under my Social Security number and going on keep raping and stealing our monies. Vicious criminal is Amy Wyrick.
And this is because we had a lawsuit against her.
And she's in full retaliation. She got a lawsuit pending against her right now.
By us.
By me and this lady. By me.
By you, yes.
And this lady is retaliating to the 13th power. And that's supposed to be against all the laws of the land. Mm-hmm. But thus far, she's been able to do it. So we're going to get out of here today. It's Fantastic Friday, family. And we got to get it. So look like we got a 10% chance of rain today. So we trying to get us a little money where we make and get us a little shelter, man. We doing bad. We can't get no shelter because Amy Wyrick and her husband them dominate the hub. They dominate all the places you go trying to get assistance. So we're going to get out of here, man, and just pray that the Most High God is corralling these people and about to give us back our lives tenfold, where our cup will run over. So you guys have a wonderful day on today. We'll be laboring to do the same, family. Peace.